Hello and good evening all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. I hope you all are doing well. So welcome to our daily quiz session. Before starting our session for today, here is a quick announcement for all of you. If you want to crack UPSC Civil Services examination in our first attempt, then here we have a one-to-one counseling session. So if you want to be a part of it, then please fill a Google form which is available in our comment section box, which is also pinned one, and also a description box. So please ensure that you have filled your all details. Our mentor will definitely call you. So let's start our discussion for today. So today the date is 8th of January and here we have a first question on your screen. So consider the following statements regarding India-Saudi Arabia relations. So first statement we have here is India is Saudi Arabia's third largest trade partner. Saudi Arabia is India's second largest trade partner. Okay, this is your first statement. Then second one, the India-Saudi Strategic Partnership Council, which was initiated in 2019, marks Saudi Arabia's first ever establishment of such a strategic partnership with India. So here we have to analyze these two statements on the basis of India-Saudi Arabia relations. Okay, so which of the above statements is or are incorrect here? Please read the question carefully always. Here I am asking which of the above statements is or are incorrect. Okay, so first only, second only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Okay, so here the correct option is both 1 and 2. Okay, so both of these statements are wrong here. Okay, now why this question? Let's understand the context here. See, today there is a press release related to this news, and this topic can be related to your international relations also and culture also. Now what is the news here? India signs bilateral Hajj agreement 2024 with Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So this is your news, and a total quota of 1,75,025 pilgrims from India finalized for Hajj 2024 with 1,40,000 20 seats being reserved for pilgrims to proceed through Hajj Committee of India. So this is just a news. Here you have to understand India-Saudi relationship. Okay, so let's understand the relationship between these two countries. So here you can see the map. See, again and again I'm emphasizing that if you are going to read any bilateral relations or any international relations or any international related news, then please keep a map with you. Okay, because it will ensure you, it will also help you to locate all these countries or all these locations on a map. Okay, because again visualizing all these things is very important for your exam. So here you can see this is your Saudi Arabia. Okay, here is your UAE, this is your Gulf of Oman, this is your Persian Gulf also. Why I am talking about this map in a detail? Because again, if you know these geographical location, it will help you in exam to locate another countries. Maybe in exam UPSC can ask you about the Persian Gulf. So in that case you will know, okay, Saudi Arabia is near to that, UAE is near to that. So that's why Red Sea is here. In our previous sessions, we have also talked about Red Sea and their neighboring countries also. So please read about this Red Sea, because Red Sea is coming in news on a daily basis. Okay, not directly, but yeah, sometimes indirectly also. So Red Sea is also here, Arabian Sea is also here. So this is the geographical location of your Saudi Arabia. Okay, Syria is here, Iraq is here, Jordan is here, Egypt is here. So this is your Africa basically, and this is your Saudi Arabia. Okay, and if we talk about holistically, then here is your map, world map, and this area is your Saudi Arabia, and this is your India. Okay, so now let's move towards India-Saudi Arabia relations. So there is a diplomatic ties between both these two nations which were forged in 1947. India holds a position of Saudi Arabia's second largest trading partner, reciprocated as Saudi Arabia as being India's fourth largest trade partner. So that's why there in the question first statement was wrong. Okay, the bilateral trade for the fiscal year 2022 to 2023 amounted to $52.76 billion, constituting 4.53% of India's overall trade. Okay, so this is your trade relation between these two countries, India and Saudi Arabia. Notably, the bilateral trade witnessed a substantial growth of over 23%, surpassing the $52 billion mark in the same fiscal year also. Okay. Moreover, if we talk about the second statement there in the question, there is a this council, India Saudi Strategic Partnership Council. Okay, this was initiated in 2019. Okay, now this serves as a significant high level framework designed to steer and elevate what? Bilateral ties. Please, here is your keyword related to this council, and this is your bilateral ties. Okay, now this comprises two subcommittees here, each dedicated to specific facets of collaboration. Now here we have first committee as a committee on political, security, social and cultural cooperation. Second committee is there related to economy and investments. Okay, so this SPC comprises how many? Two committees here. Okay, two committees, one related to political, social, security and cultural cooperation, and the second committee is related to economy and investments. Okay, now notably India is a fourth nation. It means in the second statement we have one more line, one more information, and that is that this SPC was signed, SPC was signed between Saudi Arabia and India, and in that case India is the first country with which Saudi Arabia has signed such an such an agreement. But this is not the case. Actually, India is a fourth nation here, because before that Saudi Arabia has signed similar agreement with UK, France and China also. Okay, so this is all about your India-Saudi relationship. Now moving towards our next question. Consider the following statements regarding input tax credit. Okay, so first statement, this tax paid by a business upon purchase serves as a credit that can be utilized to offset tax obligations when the business makes a sale. Okay, second statement, if a business is operating under the composition scheme, it has the option to leverage ITC. Third statement, it cannot be asserted for personal use or for goods that fall under exempt categories. Okay, so these are your three statements related to your input tax credit. Now, which of the above statements are correct here? So, you have to identify which of them are correct. So, first 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, first, second and 3. Okay, so which of the above statements are correct here? So first statement is absolutely right. Okay, so this tax paid by a business upon purchase. Okay, second statement is wrong here, because business operating under composition scheme can't leverage this ITC. Okay, this is an exemption. Okay, so second statement is wrong here. Then it cannot be asserted for personal use or for goods that fall under exempt categories. This is a right statement. So which option is correct here? First and 3. C is the correct option here. Okay, now why this question? Because today there is a press release, okay, and this topic can be related to your inclusive growth. And what is the news here? 29,273 bogus firms involved in suspected input tax credit evasion of rupees 44,015 crore detected in a sustained drive against non-existent taxpayers by GST formations across the country since May 2023, and 121 have been arrested. So this is your news. Now let's understand about this ITC. Okay, so this tax paid by a business upon purchase becomes a credit that can be applied to decrease the tax liability when the business makes a scale. Okay, to simplify, input credit allows you to offset the tax you have already paid on inputs when paying tax on the final product, resulting in settling only the remaining balance. Now, I know this definition is a very complex one. You have not understood, or you have partially understood it. Let's understand this ITC with the help of example. Let's say a company has purchased A as an input, and the cost of this input A is rupees 100. Okay, then again company has purchased one more input B, and the cost here is, let's say, 150. Okay, and now again company has purchased C as a input, and now the cost is rupees 50. Okay, now let's say again company has, on the other hand, again purchased an output, okay, of rupees, let's say, 450. Okay, 450. Now here let's calculate the sum of these inputs here. So the sum here is 100. So this is a very simple set. Just calculate it. 100 plus 50 and again 150. So here 300. Okay. Now here let's understand what is the balance here. If you see the difference here, what is the difference here? 450 minus 300. Now the balance is 150. Okay. Now in that case, company only has to give rupees 150. Okay. So this is your balance. Okay. So this is the second. So this is the example of this second statement here. So input credit allows you to offset the tax you have already paid on inputs. Now what tax you have paid on inputs? 300. When paying tax on the final product, now what is the tax on your final product? Let's say 450. Okay, resulting in settling on the only the remaining balance. So in that case, what is your balance here and what amount it will settle? This is your rupees 150. Okay. Now what are the exceptions here? So it includes business under the composition scheme as they cannot utilize input tax credit. Now what is this composition scheme? So composition scheme is a scheme under GST which can be opted to get rid of tedious GST formalities. Okay. Additionally, it is also essential to note that this cannot be claimed for personal use or for goods falling under exempt categories. So this is all about your input tax credit. Now moving towards your third question here. Mannhit app is related to, okay, first statement here, first option here, translating Supreme Court judgments in 9 vernacular languages. Second, facilitates mental health screening. Third, storing digital documents which promotes paperless governance. Fourth, platform for ocean data management purpose. So which this app is related to which of these options? So second option is absolutely right. So this app is related to your mental health screening. Okay. Now why this question here? Because today there is a press release, and in that press release there are number of few facts which can be which are important for your exam. So let's understand. First of all, recently here Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has inaugurated this country's first healthy and hygienic food street prasadam at Neelkant 1 Mahakal Lok in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. So this is your first fact here. Second, again your this app, Mannhit app, okay, an initiative for mental health. So these are two facts which are important for your exam. Okay, now moving towards your next question here. Consider the following statements regarding India-Maldives relations. Okay, so first statement, India was one of the earliest nations to acknowledge the Maldives after its independence in 1965 and subsequently inaugurated its mission in Malé in 1972. Okay, second statement, Cubarin is a collaborative military exercise involving both India and the Maldives. Third, India maintains a favorable balance of trade with the Maldives. So these are your statements, and you have to identify how many of the above statements is or are correct here. Okay, only one, only two, all three, or none. So all three statements are correct here. So here the correct option is all three. Okay, now why this question here? Because today there is a news in your Indian Express on the front page, and this news can be related to your international relations. And what is the news here? So Maldives has suspended 3 ministers after row over their remarks against Modi. Okay, I hope you know that our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has recently visited Lakshadweep, and because of that they are in Maldives. 3 ministers have given some remarks, and that's why their government has suspended them. So this is your news. Now let's understand the relationship between India and Maldives here. Again, this is again an international news. So again you have to keep a map with you, and we have given a map also, as you can see here. So here you can see India and Maldives. Okay, so Malé is here and Maldives is here. So that's why keeping a map is very, very important for you, because in that case you will visualize, and in that case it is very easy to memorize. Okay, Maldives is nearby to India. Okay, so let's understand the relationship between these two countries. So this strategic significance of the Maldives for India is underscored by its proximity. So it's very near. It's just 70 nautical miles from Minicoy in Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep is here, as you can see here. Okay, so Lakshadweep and 300 nautical miles from the mainland western coast. Okay, mainland western coast, from that it is just 300 nautical miles, and from Lakshadweep, okay, it is just 70 nautical miles. Okay, India's recognition of the Maldives soon after its independence in 1965, coupled with the establishment of its mission in Malé in 1972, reflects the enduring diplomatic ties between Maldives and India. Both countries are foundational members of your SAARC also, South Asian Economic Union also, and signatories to the South Asia Free Trade Agreement also. Okay. Moreover, as India's key maritime neighbor in the Indian Ocean region, the Maldives hold a special place in India's Sagar and the neighborhood first policy also. Okay, the joint military exercise QRN further strengthens the defense ties between these two countries. In addition to these diplomatic and defense ties, India also plays a crucial role in supporting Maldives trade also by providing essential food like rice, wheat flour, sugar, dal, onion, potato and eggs, along with construction materials also like sand and stone aggregates on favorable terms. That's why India has a positive balance of trade with Maldives. Okay, now this is your PYQ from 2020, and here is your question: which of the following statements are correct regarding the general difference between plant and animal cells? Students, this is a very easy question for you. So first statement: plant cells have cellulose cell walls while animal cells don't. Second, plant cells don't have plasma membrane unlike animal cells which do. Third statement: mature plant cells has one large vacuole while animal cell has many small vacuoles. Okay, so select the correct answer using the code given below. First and second only, 2 and 3 only, first and 3 only, first, second and 3. Okay, so which statement is correct here? This is absolutely right. Plant cells have cellulose cell while animal cells don't have. While on the other hand, second statement is wrong because both plant cells and animal cells have a plasma membrane. Then third statement, mature plant cells, this is automatically right because if you eliminate second one, then again you have a correct option in front of you, which is your first and 3. So it means third statement is also right here. Now this is your fact of the day. So here we have a fact of the day from Indian Express, and here what is the context here? So let's see. So Supreme Court Judge Justice B.R. Gawai has been nominated as a chairman of the Supreme Court Legal Service Committee, replacing Justice Sanjeev Khanna, the senior most judge of the top court after the Chief Justice of India. So this is your context here. Now from this we have to understand like what is this what is the Supreme Court Legal Service Committee. Okay, so this was constituted under section 3A of the Legal Service Authorities Act 1987 to provide your free and competent legal services to the weaker sections of the society in cases falling under the top court's jurisdiction. Now section 3A of this same act, Legal Services Authorities Act, states that central authority, means the National Legal Service Authority or NALSA, shall constitute the committee. Okay, it consists of a sitting Supreme Court judge who is the chairman along with other members possessing the experience and qualification prescribed by the center. Both the chairman and other members will be nominated by the Chief Justice of India. Further, the Chief Justice of India can appoint the secretary to the committee also. Now this committee consists of a chairperson B.R. Gawai. Okay, so this is your constitution, and 9 members nominated by the Chief Justice of India. So this is your composition. Okay. The committee in turn can appoint officers and other employees as prescribed by the center in consultation with Chief Justice of India. The need for providing legal services has been underlined in many provisions of the Indian Constitution. So as we have understood, this committee provides what? Legal services to weaker people, and this particular provision has been inscribed in many of the articles. Let's say article number 39A also states the same thing, that the state shall secure that the operation of the legal system promote justice on a basis of equal opportunity. Okay, and in particular shall provide free legal aid by such suitable by suitable legislation or schemes or in any other way to ensure that opportunities for securing justice are not denied to any citizen by reason of economic or other disabilities. So article number 39 explicitly says that if you are economically weaker, if you belong to this economically weaker section of the people, you will get a free legal aid. Okay. Article number 14 also, right to equality. Article number 22 clause 1 also. Okay, so these articles, article number 39, 14 and 22 clause number 1, all these states that free legal aid will be provided to weaker section of the people. Okay. Although the idea of a legal aid program was earlier floated in 1950s, it was in 1980 that a committee at the national level was established under the chairmanship of the then Supreme Court Justice P.N. Bhagwati. Okay, the committee for implementing legal aid schemes started monitoring legal aid activities throughout India. So this is all about our session for today. Again, an announcement for all of you. If you want to crack UPSC Civil Services examination in a first attempt, then please fill a Google form to get a one-to-one mentoring session. And Google form is available in a pinned comment and a description box of this video below. So please ensure that your all details have been filled. Our mentor will definitely call you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.